welcome. I'm grateful that you're going to spend a little time with me in this video today. It's going to be a little bit lengthier than normal. Some of you that I'm speaking to may know me. Some of you may not. So I'm going to spend a little bit of time, a brief amount of time actually, talking about who I am and who we are. My name is Terry Norris. I'm the founder and executive director of Emerge Ministries. And I am a chaplain through the American Chaplains Association, which a lot of you that are viewing this video are also. But I'm also speaking to counselors who are not a part of the ACA, but you are certified counselors that know us either through Emerge or the American Chaplains Association. So that's who I am, and this is the audience that I want to speak to today. And so I want to talk just real briefly about the relationship between the American Chaplains Association and Emerge. Emerge is the mobilization arm of the American Chaplains Association and counselors across the United States. Another way of putting that is if you want to go on a mission and fulfill your purpose as a chaplain or a counselor, Emerge is the way to do that. And we are doing that and have been doing that for many years. Just only recently have we decided to take an intentional approach such as this to invite you and give you opportunities to go. So I want to talk about the mission at hand. And what I want to do is I want to offer you an opportunity to come and go with us. Not only offer you an opportunity, but I want to plead with you to come and go with us because the desperateness of the situation in which I'm about to discuss. I don't know how many of you do know, many of you may, but Emerge Chaplains Response Team and Disaster Relief Team have been in Western North Carolina since the day before Hurricane Helene hit. And we have been involved in 4 counties, Buncombe County, Madison County, Yancey County, and Mitchell County, which is about a 40-mile radius all the way around Mount Mitchell. We have already served over 80,000 meals approximately. I don't know the exact number, but it's somewhere in that neighborhood. We've delivered supplies to over 200,000 people, and we've been a main distribution point for 5 other points throughout those counties that have delivered food and supplies. So we've been working really hard. We've got over 60,000 man-hours already into this project of serving those in need in Western North Carolina. And what I particularly want to talk to you about is this. We are now approaching wintertime in Western North Carolina, and we're approaching a time of year of Thanksgiving and Christmas when most of us who are in Christ or people of faith, we find thanksgiving, we find gratitude in everything that God has done for us, as opposed to some of those that we need to minister to in Western North Carolina. They have completely been devastated. If I had to rate this storm, it would probably be the worst that I've experienced, and we've done 22 missions, so we've seen a lot, but this is the worst I've ever seen. And as most of you know, as chaplains and counselors, during this time of year, people suffer the most from PTSD, depression, the suicide rate increases, and that's just on a normal year. And now that you throw Hurricane Helene and the damage and the loss of family members, the loss of homes, the loss of jobs, the loss of so much of people's lives. For instance, we had one group that did nothing but go through pictures for an entire day, drying and demudding pictures so a family could even hold on to their memories. My caseworkers, we're going to be building 200 homes over the next 2 years there. And our caseworkers that are having people come in to talk to them spend so much time in desperation and crying, they can hardly get through the intake forms. and my case managers are getting overwhelmed trying to do counseling and intake forms. And so what I'm going to ask that you do is this. I need at least 3 counselors or chaplains or counselors and chaplains per week for the next 12 to 18 months at a minimum coming to join us in Western North Carolina. We are housed in a beautiful retreat center in Black Mountain, North Carolina, with all the amenities that you need to be comfortable. And so we have a place for you to stay. Your lodging is free and all of that. So what we need is for you to come and join us in this mission. We will be doing home visits counseling. We will have counselors that stay on site when we receive people to talk about building their new homes and signing them up for counseling, because not only are we going to build a couple of hundred homes, we're going to do wraparound services with every home we build. We're going to do counseling for individuals and families. We're going to do financial planning, and we're going to help them do job searches so that when we get them in a new home, that they stay in a new home. See, doing disaster relief and recovery is more than just building physical things. We are there for the long term to rebuild a community, and we want to leave a community better than it was when we found it. And an intricate part of that is the counseling and the chaplaincies that come in and work with the individuals and families and children. So you have an opportunity to come and join us and help reduce the suicide rate and the death, and help eliminate a lot of the hopelessness and desperation that people are feeling. You have the ability to do that. And I want to give you the opportunity to come and join us at Emerge, because we are involved in it every day. And I can tell you, not only does it make a difference in their lives, but it will also make a difference in your life. And so here's the way you can begin to help us. Number one, you could donate, because it's going to take many thousands of dollars to even run an operation in full staff up there, not counting the homes we're going to build. The second way that you can help us is to pray. Pray for all of the staff that are coming, for all the chaplains and counselors that are coming to help us. And then the third way is the only way anything happens, and that comes by showing up. So here's the way you can show up and come to help us. You can go to Emerge, 4unity.org. That is Emerge's website, and on that website you can go to the volunteer tab, and when you volunteer you can check what you're coming for, when your arrival date is, and when your leave date is, and it will be right there. Or you can call us, and the number is on our website. So with that said, with every fiber of my being, as I think about the people that are suffering in Western North Carolina today and the weather that they're facing, it's already snowed there and it's very cold. A lot of people are living in tents and will be living in tents for a long time. They're going to be living in campers that are not insulated as well as they should be. And some people have their homes mucked out and are living in those homes, even though they're nasty, but we've provided heaters and other short-term relief. But as we move in this long-term phase over the next 2 or 3 years, we really need you, people that know how to minister and minister in the ministry of presence, and just being there to hear their stories while they grieve and overcome the devastation of losing everything that they've had. And there's hundreds of thousands of cases of these people, because I've been sitting in meetings listening to the numbers. And so I just implore you to come and go with us. And I assure you that not only will you be a blessing, but you will bless someone. And as the Great Commission says, we are to go and make disciples of all nations. So I invite you to come and join us and be a part of changing the entire western part of North Carolina over the next 2 years. And I know God's calling you, and I know He's putting that burden on your heart. And as He does, I want you to pray about those 3 ways that you want to help. And I hope one of those ways is to come and join us. So from everybody here at Emerge Ministries and everybody from the American Chaplains Association, we love you and we thank you for all that you do in your communities. And we look forward to what we're going to do together over the next 2 to 3 years in western North Carolina, and giving these people hope and restore their lives better than they were when we found them. So y'all have a good day, and thank you for joining me and taking the time, and may God bless you and follow you all the days of your lives.